you're joining us now. We're getting our third conversation for the morning started. And we are now joined in our studio by representatives from the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And they're going to be talking all about some of their annual workshops that they conduct. And in our studio, we have Yorshabell Cattouse, who is the manager for member relations with the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Karen Gill, who is the membership program administrator. And we also are joined by Dr. Sharmayne Saunders, who is the head of the University of the West Indies Open Campus Belize.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Good.
Good?
You sound a bit unsure.
she's asking us.
Yes, yeah.
But thank you so much for being here with us this morning, ladies. So we all know that yearly, the Belize Chamber of Commerce hosts a series of workshops. Let's talk about the previous years, given that now we're out of COVID and we're able to maneuver and do these things face to face now. Let's start with you, Yorshabell.
So for those who are viewing, listening, the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we are a private sector organization. We are an association body of all employers, whatever sector you're in. So we're not only with tourism, industry, manufacturing, it's everybody, from the mom and pop to the bigger businesses. Actually, we have about quarter of our membership are mom and pop businesses. Over 60% it's mom and pop and small, and over 80% it's MSMEs. Just for people to know who we are. We are in business for 103 years, and what we do, we give back to the members. We can sum it up in 3 words. This is what we call our Triple C philosophy. So we champion, these are the 3 words: champion, capacitate, connect. Champion has to do with legal reform, policies, legislative reform, so forth. Connect, expose, as we've been here so many times talking about expose, the connection. And then we're here today to talk about the capacitate. So it's very important for the workplace, both employers and employees, to always sharpen their skills, so that even though you might have a doctor's degree or whatever, it's very important for us to do that. So that's the service we realize our members need, and so that's why we put together this calendar of trainings. We've been doing it formally. We've always done it, but we formally have a training calendar for the past 12, 13 years. And we started with our MOU with the UWI. That's how we formalize it, because we said the employers, it's not any trainer we're going to bring in. It's somebody that is certified, and so whatever trainers we have, we've done our background check. It's really professionals. So you talk about when you went into COVID, it was a little bit different, because most of our trainings were done physical. All our trainings were done physical. We didn't even know about virtual, right? Yeah. Until Zoom and all that came around. So we're kind of out of it. And yes, this year we plan to do some hybrid trainings. We still want to keep the virtual trainings, because we represent members from Curacao to PG, the islands, and sometimes it's a bit more easier to reach those people, those members, because it takes time and cost and everything for them to come, and for us to go there every time we move from our main office in the city. It's cost too, right? Yeah. So, but we do realize the physical is very important, because the interaction, the trainings that we usually have is not just theoretical, because as most of the participants, they've been in school, they have their degrees, so forth. But so they just need a brush up. So the practical is very important, the group work. Coming to the trainings, you actually learn from each other, the experiences, that's most important.
So Dr. Saunders, talk to us about this Memorandum of Understanding, and why was it important for UWI to collaborate with Chamber of Commerce to bring these workshops into play?
Okay, so our campus is the 4th of 5 campuses across the region. And we established ourselves doing primarily distance education. So it was an easy transition for us to do continued professional education. And just as Yorshabell said, we found that persons are primarily interested in doing that face-to-face. And so we have a variety of styles that we use. And in some instances, we run these as full-day workshops, full-day seminars. And when Chamber approached us, it was a natural progression, the way the university was operating. And our memorandum of understanding really focuses on 3 key areas. One is as she said, to link to the capacity.
Yeah.
Our university is also a member of Chamber, and I have a private firm, and I'm also a member too. I would probably consider the mom and pop. It's very small. And then the second was research. Our university is a research university, and we're here to assist with national development. So research is crucial. And then the third was we have the expertise across the region in Belize as the University of the West Indies. When there is an opportunity for us to speak out, like currently, if you have something on anti-corruption or environment, we will find the expertise. So we have that 3-prong approach that we have envisioned with our MOU. But primarily, the focus is on the training aspect.
So let's get into the workshop itself and how you plan to, this year, engage with your membership. So what are the topics, and who are you catering for this year?
Okay, so like what Ms. Yorshabell said, we have a variety of topics, which includes, we go from all the way down from the staff to the supervisors, to the managers, the HR personnel, training topics such as managing customer services, telephone etiquette. We have also documentations. We have
so it's like HR.
We also have it goes all the way to like fire drills to first aid. You name it, we have it. So so and also with that too, we have trainings for our if you don't see the trainings on the topic list, you can also come to us, and we have company specific trainings that we can cater for your specific needs. So it's not only the training topics that we have. If there's any particular training that you're looking for, you can always come to us, and we have the facilitators that we facilitate the entire training for you. The trainings, they're like what we cater for our members.
Yes.
So we have discounts for our members. It goes from 20% discount to 25% discount, or even our small members, they get discount as well. And yeah.
Why should your members want to register for this workshop? I already own my own business. I already have some money's flowing. What can this workshop do for me?
It can make your employees more productive. And as I said, it's not only like a sit-down presentation. There's engagement, there's discussion. One workplace could be talking about what's happening, what experiences, what best practices they do best, and that's where you learn. Sometimes you might not reach that point, but there's a scenario that someday you might reach, and okay, that's how they handled it. So that kind of discussion, it helps your workplace. And as the chamber, it's all about businesses helping each other. We have businesses that maybe 10 of them are in the same business. They're competitors, right? But the whole soul part of the chamber is to at least learn best practices from each other, which I'm so amazed as to the structure and the support that each other give, right? The trainings, we do it because the members want it. So when we do it collectively, it's cheaper than if you would go out there to Jando and bring in somebody. And because sometimes there's smaller businesses that they only want one person to be trained, but they can't afford to hire a whole facilitator to come in and train that one person. So as I said, we do it collectively. It's cheaper for you as a member. And if you're not a member of the chamber, it's a great time to join now, because this month we had a special discount of 10% off your membership. And joining the chamber, you can also pay in payment plans.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the workshop itself is chosen, and I guess the training it's chosen based on the needs of the membership?
I'd like
That
to
was gonna be
say,
my
I'd like to add that, you know, when the employees come to my sessions, because I'm a facilitator as well, I normally tell them, you have a great opportunity because your employer pays, they cover the full cost for you to get this capacity building. It helps the employer on the other end for institutional strengthening because they recognize through their staff the areas that they need to focus on. At the end of all of our sessions, you complete an evaluation form, and that helps our university, it helps the chamber to identify our own areas to strengthen and identify what our strengths are. It is from that evaluation that we recognize where there are other areas for capacity building. So we don't offer, we're not offering the same thing just because it's sellable or it's marketable. It's what the employees want and the employers. So it's a double, it's a double win. And for the employees, once you get the capacity strengthening, no matter where you go, you have that, and it makes you marketable. So it's a big risk for the employers because they invest in your training, and then they build your capacity for you to leave, because you can leave. There's nothing to really hold you back.
That's true.
But the employers do it because they're strengthening, they're doing institutional strengthening, and that's very crucial for any business, particularly if you're competing.
So it sounds like these workshops will be a series of events.
Oh yes, it is. And for the university, we have strategically tapped into this market through our MOU.
Okay.
Because while we offer this training on our own, we would not have been able to tap into BCCI's market. So we are now, when we forge that relationship, we now have access to their market. And that allows us to do what we call an appetizer, because our sessions with the chamber is just one day, but we have a greater opportunity to run our courses. We do company specific as well, and we partner with the chamber to do that. And then you could get a longer time to do your sessions. You know, you could do it over a period of time, over 3 months, over a year, it doesn't matter. So what you get in the one day is really an appetizer, and then the companies can make arrangements to do company specific. What we're seeing now though is that companies don't focus on company specific. As Yorshabell said, they want to be in a network. They want to hear from other persons, and the way we facilitate the workshop allows for this type of interaction, cross-pollination of ideas, of best practices. So it works out for everyone.
And is it, and are the workshops then open to, let's say, anybody who's interested in joining?
Yeah, it's open to.
You can either be a member of the chamber, it could be a non-governmental organization. Anyone, feel free. It's welcome to everyone.
We have even government.
They
send their staff.
Governmental.
It's just the downside of that is that you don't get a member rate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to pay in full.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that the sessions are face-to-face, and you also have a hybrid
yes.
session. So if I can't make it in person,
Then you
I
could
can
use
join
Zoom.
Zoom while the training is happening.
Yes.
Okay.
We've pioneered because, as Yorshabell indicated, when we started out, because the market demanded face-to-face, and that's the way it will, I guess it will be for a while.
Yeah.
People still want the face-to-face interaction. They love to come into the sessions. We try to do it in a conference room setting, so they don't feel like they're in a classroom technically. And then when they come, there's interaction, there's the group work. Now, that has its limitations when you do it on Zoom. And so we have had to shorten our full day sessions. When you're in person, we do it in a full day. You have morning breaks, you have lunch. When you're on Zoom, there's a lot of distractions too, because some people are doing it from their offices. and you know what happens when you're there, you know. So
I imagine if you're doing a training 8 hours,
Mhm.
it's like kind
So
of
we-
like church
Yeah.
or virtual.
yes, so we try to do a shorter period online to attract the members.
Okay. And so since it's going to be a series of different events, I imagine that the dates are different based on topics, right? So let's go
Yes.
into what is taking place and when.
So we do have a firm out training calendar, and Karen is the person that you will have to contact if you want to sign up or even request a company-specific trainings.
Yeah, and the training calendar can be found on our website and our social media pages. And also, if you want a copy, you can just send me an email, mpa@belize.org. You can WhatsApp us, 614-3138, or contact us via our telephone, 223-5325, for the training calendar.
And when do these trainings begin?
They already begun.
They already begun.
Yes.
One of the strategic marketing tactic that the chamber utilizes is, as the training is approaching, like a month before, there is this constant promotion of the course. We give you a little snippet with a bio of the facilitator. So you could decide, I'm not sure if I want to do it with that person, or, you know, and then of course you have an overview, a very short overview of the course, and that's sent to you, so you know in advance, along with the calendar. So the calendar tells you what is happening for each month.
And for those that have to pay in full because you're not members, what is the rate that for this?
So it depends, because there are, like, almost I'd say 2 categories of trainings. Professional development that we do with a certified university UA, you know, the cost will be a little bit higher, but you're getting the best and you're walking away with actual certificate that is valid in the region, right?
Yes.
And so for that, it would be around,
The most is $250.
yes.
So you pay like a $150 to $250 the most.
And tax, everything that we
GST included.
All of the trainings themselves that you apply.
But we have 150, 100 and 150 depending, because we have other facilitators, like we have facilitators dealing with mental health topics, and also front entry, the customer care, like front entry, telephone etiquette. So it's a different caliber of trainings.
I like the idea. Of professional development, but majority of us in Belize don't really care for these kinds of sessions. So how do you convince persons that this is the right thing for them?
Well, my focus is always an investment itself, is an investment in everything. You know, once you invest in yourself, as I said previously, I mean, you can it makes you marketable. You can transition in your career path. You can transition to a new job. With capacity development, you can even move from one specific area that you probably, let's say for instance, you're a trained lawyer, but you want to go into administration, you want to run a business or something. The capacity building helps to bring you to that level where you can, yes, Gavin, where you can actually, you know, because you're going to run your own business, you need different skills from your legal training. You know, you probably help people set up your business, but you've never actually run your own business. So when you come to us, we are able to give you supervisory management, because you have to know how to supervise yourself. Finance for non-financial managers. You have no idea what finance is, but you have to manage the money, or at least read the reports, right? And then, you know, there's a variety of skill sets that you need. And that's what we encourage people, and that's an investment. Just as the employers are invested in their staff, I think that once you invest in capacity building, it levels the playing field, because you could all come with your bachelor's degree into the workplace from different universities, different schools, but you are not trained specifically to do the work of that company that you're in. And once you get company-specific training, we focus on your company, and then we level the playing field so that all your staff would have the same level of training.
And it also builds the relationship and the employer's perspective, like, why should I spend on my employee? Because yes, there's that part of it that they whatever you get trained, it's in you personally, and you could walk away anytime. But the thing is that employers, they go into it, they invest in you because they trust you, they want to build you up, they want the job better. So it does build a relationship, and the desk or whatever the role that you're playing at that organization is making it better. You're representing the employer, the business better. And as an employee, if my employer invests in me, I see that appreciation, I feel that value, and more than likely, it's making the whole working environment a little better, and you would choose to stay instead of picking up and running and giving your competitor all that investment that the employer put into you.
I'm sold. Ladies, we're almost out of time, but just wanted to know if you have any final words for our viewers or anybody who might be interested in signing on to one of the workshops.
Well, we have our training coming up on Thursday, so you have enough time, still have time to sign up. It's the Strategic Human Resource Management Training. It's with UWI as well. So once you complete that course, it will be a certified course. So feel free to call us, message us, and we'll get you registered for that training.
Wonderful. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in today. The Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, collaborating with the University of the West Indies Open Campus here in Belize City to bring you these professional development workshops that have already started, but it's not too late to still sign up. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming.
Thank you
in.
too for having
Good
us.
luck. And with that, we're going to take our final break. We'll be back for wrap up. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.